So thank you very much for your time. I'll hand it over back to you.
So rather than keeping up with all the lovely PowerPoint slides that I've made here, I'm going to speed us up a little bit. One of the things that I have found over the past probably 12 months as we really, as a college, started talking more and more about growth mindset, and after attending some of James's presentations and others and preparing for my own presentations about grit, really got me thinking, you know, when you started this, we're thinking about our students, right? And what does grit and growth mindset look like in our students? And then I started thinking about my students, and I love my job, but a lot of my job is working with teachers. And then I thought, oh, wait a minute, I'm a teacher. What does that mean for me as a teacher and as an education leader? And so one of the things that I do, we all think climate's important now. I want to leave you with this quote that I came across a few years ago that really resonates with me even more now. And basically, Ken Robinson is saying that, you know, education is not a system of command and control, which a lot of us, when we start teaching, we're very worried about keeping control of our classroom and having enough material prepped and knowing all of the answers to all possible questions that could come our way, and I don't want to look like an idiot. And technology will invariably make me look like one. But it's really, our responsibility is really climate control, and it's really creating those learning environments in which our students feel safe enough to grow. And where I have set my class up, and I've really been thoughtful to create the opportunities for them to grow. And so one of the things that James was talking about was creating risk-tolerant zones. And grit and growth mindset aren't just one thing that you do in your class, but it's the culmination of all the little things that we do in our class. And thinking about how do I make it safe for my students to really live and learn that not yet part of growth mindset. And so it made me really think about some of the ways that we can set up courses that allow for that. And I will not go into all the details. If anybody wants to talk about those, I would love to. I will tell you, HOTS means higher order thinking skills, LOTS lower. Most of us know that. But I had a colleague one time that told me, I let my students retake exams. And when I do teach in the social sciences, you know, I have my unit exams, I have my summative exams, and they were fantastic, and I thought I was doing a great job, you know, having a great learning environment, because I had twice as many opportunities for my students to show me what they knew about anthropology as my professors gave me. I got 2 chances, that was it, right? I thought if I've got 4, I'm doing great, right? And this person says, no, I let them take them more than once. And I'm like, why in the world would you do that? It was completely foreign to me. And she said, because I've had students tell me that if I take the exam once and I vomit, I forget about it, I don't care about it, I just move on. If I have the chance to take it again, I'll look at what I didn't learn, I'll go back to my textbook, I'll go back to my notes, and I'll try to do better the next time. And I'm thinking, isn't that what I'm aiming for? So it was kind of an eye-opening way of looking at things when I started flipping that and saying, how do I make this environment, this climate, the most conducive to learning? And with that, I'm going to hand it off to Tim.
Thank you, April and James, for your research and your passion and your perspectives. So now, I want everyone to take just a little breather here, right? You've been staring at the front, looking at our climate, our environment from one perspective. Stand up, shake a little bit, and then I want you to turn to your right and just look at the wall. Look at it. Take a few deep breaths, shake it out. What does the environment look like from this perspective? All right, think about who you see from this perspective. And then when you're ready, go ahead and sit down while I invite up Kathy Menon and Tatlin Keenan to talk about how can we welcome our students in.
She's probably off at entry.
Okay. I'm glad I came after the stretch. My name is Kathy Menon, and I'm the writing program coordinator here, and otherwise known as the evil English professor. And that's the way my students usually look at English. And part of the growth mindset is what we're trying to get students to think about is to really come in and get excited at their first day at our college, in our courses, and things like that. So I want to talk about what some of the things that you do in your first part of the class, your first day. So how many of you do something that gets students revved up about your subject? You have some kind of activity that gets them interested, engaged. That's kind of your goal, to get them excited about it. Okay, how many of you do an activity that is designed to lessen their fear about your subject? Okay, do you do both at the same time? Kind of, probably? Okay. So this is part of making the first day count. Part of the growth mindset is easing fear. And as an English professor, I know that most people have some form of writing anxiety. And so what I want to challenge you to think about is to think about the idea that getting students excited about your course is not equal to reducing their anxiety about your course. It's two different things. They cannot get excited. They can act excited, but they cannot genuinely be excited if they're afraid. We know what fear does. And so and especially when it's their first semester in college. They're coming back, they don't know what college is all about yet, they're trying to get comfortable, and of course we do a pretty darn good job of making them welcome at our college, but we also want to make them welcome in our discipline. And I guess I have an advantage teaching the most universally loathed discipline in the academy. So I just want to share with you something that I do in my classes, which combines the two. So the question is, what is the one concept in your discipline that both underpins success in the course, and how do you help your students understand it? So you want to combine the reduction of fear with introducing a key concept that is connected to success. And in my discipline, it's the writing process. And most English faculty teach the writing process as a cyclical thing. But students come in with a lot of fear. Most of them say, with just a few exceptions, most of them say, I hate writing, I can't write. Writing stinks, why do I have to take this stupid class? And then you have your few who are like, gosh, I want to be an English teacher. And I applaud them and stuff. But I do this activity, and it's probably the most significant activity that I do during the whole semester. And I start off with a writing attitude survey. And what it's really designed to do is to uncover myths about writing. And most students have bought into a series of myths about what they think writing is or should be or is not, or how they expect to perform in the class. Then I have them piece together their own writing process. So, and have them compare it to their colleagues. So then they see that the writing process is different for them, for somebody else, and also that they have agency over it. That's probably the most important thing. And so by the time we end, they not only have an idea that the writing process is something that is a part of them already, that is the key that they can use to improve their writing and to reduce their writing anxiety. So I also use that opportunity to establish myself to them in my role as writing coach instead of writing taskmaster. And the feedback that I get from the students at the end of the semester is, first of all, I didn't know that writing was a process. I actually found that I liked parts of it, and you made me feel a whole lot better and more confident about myself as a student and my ability to generate and create and express ideas. So my challenge to you as part of the growth mindset is to find and try to combine that way of getting your students excited about the course and the material, but finding that one concept, that one idea that is a part of your discipline that can help them be successful in that course. And I'll turn it over to Catlin.
Good stuff. So my name is Catlin Keenan, and I teach philosophy here at the